Back in studio here, we continue with discussions. Our final bend is going to be looking at preparation for athletes' transitional life after the spotlight. Now, we all know they'll go win the gold, the silver, the bronze. They'll come back home, get maybe a little money here and there. Some walk away with cars. But what happens after? We've had legends like Joshua Cheptegei having incidences in most recent times, and begs the question, when he will be no more a star in athletics, what will become of him? Therefore, through athletes, although athletes can find it hard to ask for support, research has shown the benefits of developing a futuristic support network outside of sport. Studies also have shown that the combination of preparation and the right support can allow any athlete to develop coping strategies to deal with that transition, which we all face in one way or another. So while athletes do face many challenges during their career transitions, those who are prepared and supported are actually more likely to cope with these challenges and experience a far smoother transitions. For example, I'm thinking about it, but I know that my guest will dig deep into it. We did have an international star, Wayne Rooney. While he was on pitch, was good. If you look at him today, you're like, that's not the transition we expected to see. But anyway, we'll get into that. And therefore, one seasoned journalist sat down with experience and expertise, sat down and realized that I can help these people in a way that they can transition smoothly to the aftermath of the spotlight, but still be instrumental and beneficial to themselves and to the society and to those that come after them. And therefore, he sat down and came up with something that is called the Legends Marathon. Well, you can imagine why it's called Legends Marathon, because he's a legend himself. Andrew Mwanguhya, you're most welcome to Morning at NTV.
Thank you very much, Priscilla. You just introduced me as a legend. I'm not sure I'm the one, but thank you very much.
Yeah, you are the one, because at some point, I would sit somewhere in a room to watch you, I would read your articles in the papers. So that's how legend you are. Thank you so much for the work that you have done in sports journalism.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled to be here and to be hosted by you. First time to sit at this table. I'm not used to this
Welcome to the table of men.
Thank you. Thank you, Priscilla.
All right, so let's talk about Legends Marathon. We have had so many marathons, people cooking up marathons left, right and center. It's sort of become the next social thing that people can easily engage in. What is Legends Marathon and what makes it unique?
Thank you very much. Actually, we don't have many marathons. Every district should have a marathon. Right now, they're just here, yeah. So, why the Legends Marathon? How did we come up with this? First of all, the name. I came up with this name because of, I'd love to think that all athletes and everyone who aspires to be better is a legend of their own.
True.
When we bring it to athletes, normally we use it loosely, that everyone who represented Uganda is a legend, but to make it simple, I think we use it that way. But also it does not mean that it's only for those who retired. It starts from way young. Like you can be a legend and then come through long after
waiting.
Yes, okay. Long after you've even hung your boots, your rackets, your bat, you are a legend. So it came about after, I look like I can play for the under 20 Cranes, but I've been in journalism for 15 years now. And I've covered some of these stories where our athletes have represented the country, and once they've hung their boots, once they've stopped swinging that bat, the stories that have come out have not been very impressive.
What's the nature of the stories that have come out, and what unique challenges have you realized generally are faced by athletes?
Yeah, without mentioning names, we've had athletes or footballers represent us at the Nations Cup 1978. Went all the way to the final and we lost to Ghana in that one. We've had some stars from that team who have, of course there are those who have done well, then there are those who have struggled. They were celebrated when they were up there. And then not long ago, some were cleaning toilets. One of the best strikers in the country from Villa as well has struggled. We had one who was working here, battled with alcohol addiction, mental health issues. We have quite a number. The other day was seeing on TV one of our former boxers who has, won medals for the country. And then others, if I might, this one is public, I mean, Leo Rwabogo, I think was buried in Fort Portal. He won 2 medals at the Olympics. After him, we had to count so many years until Joshua Cheptegei became another Ugandan to win 2 medals at the Olympics. He died like a pauper. These are the kind of things that we don't want to see. Of course, we might not eliminate them, but we can alleviate them, we can reduce them. Yeah. And the reason that this gave me, encouragement to do it is we don't want stories of athletes do well and all of us on Twitter are embracing.
Praising them.
Everyone is associating. We have state dinners. Yes. Handouts. So I'm like, why don't we do something sustainable?
Companies are riding on their glory.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Before you go there, they are watching on the fence, and then when it gets moving, then they are on you. No one knows how they got there because no one is even involved in the preparation. So I'm like, why don't we do something sustainable, whereby we don't wait for them to go the other end, and then we do stories of, someone wants this bill, fundraiser and all. We empower them now so that they are ready for their life after, and once they are there, they also become an example and they continue empowering. So the Legends Marathon is a platform. So how does the Legends Marathon come in to do that empowerment?
Thank you.
We're just going to run,
Thank you.
Aerobics here and there, a 10K here and there. Hi, I saw you, I didn't see you. And like we say, it's not just a race. It's a race for life. It's a race that empowers not only the athletes, but the community. Because when we are talking preparing for life after active sport, we are talking preparing for life after your job here, my job here. So all of us at some point, even the paycheck will stop.
And also drumming it into their minds that there's life after.
Yes.
And it won't be.
And we don't have to wait until then. So in a nutshell, it's actually addressing all of us. It's a reminder. Because athletes are not an island. They come from families. So if an athlete is doing it well, guess what? You'll do it. If I'm talking about it, guess what? I'd be embarrassed if I'm not doing it. So in a way, you learn best as you're teaching. So we encourage, how we shall do it as the Legends Marathon is we have a set of programs which we shall do in partnerships, because we are not experts at everything. We are talking financial literacy, and in this we are talking about understanding money. You don't have to wait for retirement. Right now, athletes are making some good money. The rugby team was in Montevideo the other day, went, of course, had the All Africa Games, went to Paris. If you count the money each player, the amount of money each player got, it's quite some amount. Then we have footballers today who are getting some good money, especially those who leave the country. So we are like, okay, you've got the money, but your lifespan, especially if you're a footballer, is 5 to 10 years. If you are special, you could take it over that. How about we get in touch with advisors, the people, the experts, and actually they show you how to plan for that. That's one. Then mentorship. We have Cheptegei, not retired, but he is a mentor for me for what he's doing now. He has a foundation. Dennis Onyango, he's in the evening of his time, but what an example he is. Dewa Kope, who is starting a foundation of young kids now, and I was telling him we shouldn't be teaching them just to swing the club, the golfer, and we need to tell them to understand life after, start like preparing now. These are things that we didn't do. We didn't have the opportunity, but we can do that. So I've talked about financial literacy, I've talked about mentorship, then we have an issue of mental health. Now, mental health issues affect not just Ugandans, world over, even the best of the stars. Why? Because they're used to every day wake up, go to train, you have a family of a team, and when it hits you that that's no longer there,
that family is no longer there,
and now you can actually get into your pockets.
Before it even hits you that family is not there, that family has moved on to a younger person, a more energetic person, a more promising person. That hits hard.
Exactly. And then you come home, you can't even recognize your family. So mentally, how do we help them? So we get to the experts, the people who are professionals in that. And then we have something like job placements or apprenticeships. We have athletes who actually have qualification.
Educated,
And through the Legends Marathon program, how we get in touch with companies that could actually take them on, and they serve the nation like any other person. And then we have something called business skilling. Now, business skilling, you may not even have a degree or something, but you can do something.
Yeah, because
and it's not a handout, by the way, just to put this point clear. The Legends Marathon, whose proceeds go towards something called the Athlete Transition Program, is not a handout arrangement. We are not hand to mouth. We empower you for that life after. So, yes? Yeah,
all right. So these are futuristic programs that are all starting with the marathon.
Yes.
So when is the marathon happening, and how can Naruoga be a part of that marathon?
The marathon will happen on Saturday, April 20th. It's a Saturday. We made it a Saturday so that on Sunday you can nurse your injuries and come back to work on Monday. And the start and finish points at Nakasero Primary School, just here. And we have distances of 42 kilometers. I don't know how many you can do, Priscilla. We have 21 and we have 5. The fee is 50,000 general ticket. That will come with a beautiful medal, which you should treat very well. It's iconic. It's the first. There will never be the Legends Marathon 2024 again. So this is iconic. Everyone who pays and finishes will get a medal. Then we have 42 as well. Now the fee, general, you can choose your distance. Then we have a CEO ticket, which is 150. That will come with the hospitality experience. Then internationals, $50. Now,
how do I make a payment to access?
You go to the legendsmarathon.com.
Okay.
The legendsmarathon.com. Click register. Fill in your details, and after that you'll be directed to complete payment, because then it will tell you your registration has been successful. Now complete payment by pressing *291 hash, go to tickets, click buy tickets, then they'll ask you to search for the name, just type there the word Legends. And then if you're buying 2 tickets, you put 2. If you're buying 1, so the Legends Marathon will show up. Yeah. And then you're done. You've completed payment as well. You can, that's through mobile money as well.
And that kit access would be?
Now, the kit access, thank you for that question. I really wanted to answer it. Now, the Legends Marathon, before you go to that, you can also go straight to *291 hash and enter merchant code, which is 265072. However, even if you do that, go to the Legends Marathon and register so that we get your details as well.
The details. Those details are running on the screen as he speaks. So when I'm done and dusted, how do I get the kit?
Now the kit, I love that question, because everyone was like, where do I pick the kit? Now, we've started this from very humble beginnings. Up until this point, the Beautiful Nation Media Group is our only partner. They're sponsoring our media visibility. And we do not have cash sponsors yet. Sponsors have loved the idea, they've embraced it, but they're still on the fence.
Run the
they want to see if it will happen. So what does that tell you? That tells you that we may not have the finances to do the medals, the kit and all. However, we shall have bibs that are branded Legends Marathon for 42, 21 and 5. And when we are good to go, perhaps next edition, because it will be annual, we'll have the kit, and the fact that right now it's all out of goodwill and passion and the love for this, and we are very confident it will be successful. But also, we pay late, Ugandans. So I'm confident that the payments will come through.
I'm going to be making my payment right now.
Let's do this.
*291 hash.
Let's do it. What is it saying?
And as I do this, Mbide is with me also as we are coming to the close of this program. But I'm going to be telling you how that process does.
How many are you doing?
42.
42.
Walking. Stephen Mbide, good morning to you once again.